said fuck Xbox, fuck all these Xbox, fuck every Xbox their channel. Won't give a damn. It's PlayStation for life. You don't get it? Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's do this, my ponies. Let's go to war. What? Say what? Yeah. I say I double dip on The Last of Us. Woo. Yeah, I double dip on the director's cut. Woo. Double dip on every damn release. Damn right. Yeah, Jim Ryan is my motherfucking boss. The boss. Yo, and we don't care about no layoffs. Yeah, all the shine gonna keep it on the low. Shh. We be sucking on every damn toe. Yo. Because Sony PlayStation gets the love. Yeah, so all hell Sony, we be your ponies. You can take my wife, you can take my money. I'm obsessed with the God of War. Yeah, all my ponies ready to go to war. Blue PlayStation high, all over my head. Pentimetal PS5, 120 FPS. Blue team is the set, throw it up. I never had sex, I only care about sales. I said what I said. Woo! Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. The love, pony love. Only PlayStation gets my love. Only Sony gets my love. Thug love, pony love. Yeah. I see you Xbox. I see you playing on Game Pass for free. Nah, man, we don't do that over here. We pay $70 a game. Yeah, you Xbox be broke. You so stupid, so goofy. Fuck you, Demo Flow. Fuck you. Like and subscribe. Yeah, if you wanna see me more on Demo Flow Gaming channel. Fuck this dude, I'ma pop in the shot every time. Yeah, but I'm here to show my pony love. And you with it? Say what? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Demo Flow Gaming Show, where I share my passion for gaming and keep you informed of everything that's going on with the Xbox ecosystem, Sony PlayStation, Nintendo Luna, whatever the hell you play, man. We got you. So thank you all for coming, man. Happy Friday to all. I see you down there, Power Boss. How you doing, bro?
Always
in here. What's up with you, Archangel? I see you down there as well, man. How's it going?
Yo, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm over here playing some Ghost Recon and Doom.
That's awesome. And but Desire, I heard you sleepy a little bit. How you doing, my brother? Good to have you here.
Exhausted.
Desire,
you gotta get Desire into a hardcore match to get him pumped up again, man.
Hell yeah, we need to get Desire in the multiplayer match or something. Give him a little bit of coffee so he can wake up. So yeah, thank you everybody coming to the show. I see you down there. Lycos 45, E ranks in the building, man. Archangel and Power Boss was early at 6 in the morning. What the fuck?
Hadn't been to bed yet.
Then we got Lycos 45 in the house with, saying hello to everybody. He ranks in the building, man. What's up? What up? Morning, gentlemen. Thank you for coming through, guys. We have a special show today because, as you know, next week is going to be the Xbox showcase, right? And I can't believe that I'm saying this, but like this is happening as we speak. And there's a lot of excitement. Not only that, we're also starting a whole week of content, right? Starting on next Friday after the show, we got Summer Game Fest, the Geoff Keighley show that is gonna have a bunch of different partners. I was just checking it out, and he did posted this. Let me go ahead and look it up. And before we get into the topics, this is what we got in the menu for the goddamn. He just posted this. This is what we got in the menu for this week, and it is. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is going to be a promising week, and this is like the partners that Summer Game Fest is going to have. We're going to have 1047 games, 2K, 505 games, Amazing Season games, Annapurna, Atari, Bandai Namco, Bullring.
That's Amazon games.
Yeah, Capcom, CD Projekt. What? Coffee, Stain, Day of the Dead, Devolver 2. I love Devolver Digital, Extremes, Dotemu,
Dreamhaven, Embark, Enhance, Epic Games, Focus Entertainment, Frontier, Funcom. I'm 8-bit. I can't pronounce the next one because it's a
IOI.
symbol. IOI. Okay. Cacao Games, Kinetic Games, Curio Games, Level Infinite, Magic the Gathering. Isn't that like you? Power
Yep,
Boss,
yep.
or you? Megabit,
MTG.
MetaQuest 2, that's interesting. Moonfish, NC, Neki, Neowiz, Nixon, Niantic, Nintendo Switch, Nuverse, Pearl Abyss, Playside, Playstack, PlayStation as well. Shout out to them. Pleam Studios, Razer, Sega, Soft Rain, Square Enix, Steam, Supermassive, Techland, Xbox, Exola, and Yacht Club Games. Wow,
Yep,
that's
yep,
a
yep.
lot of freaking partners. So shout out to just Geoff Keighley for putting out a show for us. Even I mean, after E3 is totally done, he kept pushing. He has his things, but he's like actually putting in work and sharing games and putting in these shows. Like I really appreciate it as a gamer. I feel like this is amazing, right? Like we always get to see what's new and what's coming. So super interesting to see. Ranks here saying, seems like the showcase season snuck up on us. We've been flooded with great games. I didn't even notice. Yeah, that's right. Usually, guys, the showcase season is a little bit different than this one, right? We usually like thirsty for like, oh, when is the new showcase coming? When are the new games coming? But this year is being, like Iraq said, extraordinary when it comes to games. And I'm talking about gaming in general, not only Xbox, but like all of it. Like all these people, all these third-party publishers as well. They've been doing the thing. We've been getting great games like Kingdom Come Deliverance. We just got Doom. We got a Vow, South of Midnight, and so on and so forth. Now we just got a new DLC for Elden Ring that is really kicking everybody's butt on Steam, and they doing what, 300,000 players. You sent me a screenshot yesterday, Power Boss. And I believe that's really 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 good. And I just love what we are right now with the gaming industry and gaming in general. The gaming industry per se is like iffy because they're doing whatever they want to do. But I'm talking about the games in general that are coming out, that are finally releasing. We finally over the pandemic hiatus, right? That we had to experience. A lot of games got delayed. A lot of games came out buggy at the beginning of the generation due to the pandemic, and all of these things that were happening in the world at the moment that really shaped gaming to become what it is now. A lot of people came out on the internet and on social media, and they complain and they let their voices be heard about the state of games and how 30 FPS was unacceptable, etc. All of that. And right now we're getting definitely a better quality of game at least this year. So how do you guys feel about this? Are you guys excited for the Jeff Kelly show? Let me go back into my bad. Was Oh my god, I totally lost it. I lost it. Anyways, what do you guys think? I'm gonna start with you, Power Boss, since you down there. Let me tell me what's up. How do you feel about this?
I'm excited to see everything from a lot of those studios because there's a lot of those studios that I know something that they make.
Mm.
And even some of the more popular ones, or yeah, more popular but least known ones like NCSoft.
Mm.
Because for those of you who aren't aware, NCSoft makes the old uh, kind of like an anime style MMO.
Right.
Um, so we really got to go into what's going to be coming out from something that makes a game like Terra
Mm-hmm.
or Aeon. There's so many games there. I didn't see anything from Subnautica, unless
Right.
Cacao.
Right.
But it could just be published under Xbox Game Studios, which was at the bottom. I fully expect there's going to be a lot of Xbox games shown. I think they have the biggest of the showcases. I think they're supposed to be like an hour and a half to 2 hours long, which is going to be great. What's up, Ray Ray? Jacob?
Hold on,
Um, Are you trying to bring the image back up?
Yeah, I'll try to bring the image
There
back
you go.
up. And I also wanted to shout out to the guys there. Shout out to E-Ranks, he already did that. Jacob Novik saying, Hi, Capcom Teased. Hi, Capcom Teased. Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 7 is my favorite and was my first ever horror game I played. If Resident Evil 9 ain't showed next week, I riot. I feel you, and that's awesome. And that would be great if they show it. Shout out to Ray Ray in the building, man. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Coming through. Jacob Novik in the house as well, saying I took the whole next weeks ago, so I'm getting the Switch 2. Could honestly care less at this point. SGF and X Series X, right? Is that what he's saying? I have no idea. But yeah, shout out. Ray saying they crying on Twitter at the moment. Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna get into all of
Why
this.
is your picture a flaming cat?
Oh my god. But yeah, guys. Yeah, keep going, Power Balls. I get to chat in a little bit after we're done with the guys. We'll come back to you guys.
MTG, I'm pretty sure they have their next expansion coming out because they usually come out with a new pack every 3 months. It's usually their cadence. So it'd be interesting to see what their next one is. They might have it leaked already somewhere, or a preview of it up. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Bandai Namco, they're big. It's interesting. That's going to be seeing what their next project is. Amazon Games, I'm surprised is there. Annapurna, I don't know what exactly they make. I know it's a big name. What is it? Anno?
Oh, what? Pause? Anno?
Annapurna.
Annapurna, yeah. I don't know how to
Annapurna.
say it, but I know they're famous because of the art style.
Yeah.
They make like cozy games and stuff, I think. Very artistic type games. I don't really follow them like that, but I know they are relevant to say the least. So yeah, man. I'm excited to see what
and then let's not forget, Xbox is going to have the entire catalog of Bethesda. It's going to have all of id Software's future projects, Blizzard's projects. It's all rolled into one now. So that's probably the biggest one that's there. I'm excited for Supermassive. I fully expect that's going to be probably Little Nightmares 3.
Right. Oh, I'll be crazy.
And of course, we got the big ones like Square Enix and Steam coming out with a new game.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's another? Obviously, Sega is going to be showing something good. I fully expect they're going to be showing those 13 games finally.
Yeah. All I can tell you is like I like the partners that they bring into the show. I think it's gonna be an interesting one, to say the least. What about you, Archangel? How do you feel about this? Or Desire. Let's wake him up. Desire, come on. What's up? Where you at? What do you think about this?
What do I feel about what?
The bell went. Come on.
Oh, I'm pretty excited.
One.
He's excited. Okay, Desire, thank you for your contribution. All right, man. Yeah, I feel you. He's tired, guys. Forgive him. So, Archangel, what's up with you, man? How you doing?
You gotta get your boy Desire some cocaine, bro. Wake his ass up.
Oh, chill.
But nah, I don't know. There's a lot of shit on this list, bro. Like, I don't know what to say anymore. Like, every time we do this, there's always too many damn games. And it's like, what the hell do I talk about? Sega is by itself could make its own damn service. And then you got Nintendo's bringing its service. Most of these things are like, hey, we got like hundreds of games to play. Come play all of our. It's too many games. Honestly, I don't know what to say, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited for anything Sega, Xbox put out, Techland puts out. Steam has got every freaking game in existence. So it's like, how do you even jump in? It's like double dutch just going too fast. You just can't do shit about it.
Yeah,
I'm excited about Capcom.
But now we can start thinking about maybe Steam is not there for games. Maybe they're there for hardware. Maybe
Deadlock. Deadlock.
Well, Deadlock. Well, actually, but Deadlock is in development still, right? He's in early access. I
It'll
think
be in
it's
early access, but I think they're gonna probably show where they're at.
where they're at right now and improve
hmm
the game. The
Plus,
game
they're
has
working
huge
on Source
potential too.
3 instead of Source 2.
Mm.
Or my
Uh,
bad, they're fixing Source 2. I apologize. They
but
could be
yeah,
making
man,
Half-Life 3 though.
yeah, it could be Half-Life as well.
Yeah, when the hell
So,
are we gonna see that?
ooh, that I think it'll be a great time
Maybe
to
that's
show
why
it right here, right now. I think
Please.
it'll make sense. What else? Like Video Game Awards. That's the only place that I could think of. I mean, the other big event that we have.
Please, Valve. Please.
Yeah,
I don't
Valve
ask
needs
for
to go
much.
ahead and drop it already. Everybody's crazy about that game. So yeah, that's what's going on. Summer Showcase, Summer Game Fest next week on Friday, and then we have the Xbox show. But of course, for that, we'll talk about that later. But for now, bro, let's get with the first topic because this just came out right really quick when we were having a discussion. But let's talk about Game Pass because I mean
All
this is
right.
how people. RIP. RIP because Game Pass is really killing it and it's provoking everybody. Everybody calling it dangerous. And I wonder why. And you know why? Because they can afford to do the same shit. And it's just like what else is people gonna do about Game Pass? They hating on it in a way that it's like, bro, why? Why are you hating on Game Pass? Everybody wants Game Pass to fail. My last video, go check it out. I put it down over there yesterday. It's about like people wanting Game Pass to fail, and then you see it on Twitter, you see it on YouTube comments, you see it everywhere. People wanting Game Pass to fail. Now, how Game Pass affects your experience on other platforms. Even if you just play, let's keep PlayStation out of this bitch. Even if you just play on PC exclusively and you play on Steam, how is Game Pass affecting your experience of the games that you're playing? Like, it's really doing nothing for you. It's there, it's optional. If you want to buy games like like in 2010, you can still do that. If you want to have Game Pass for a month and then unsubscribe, you can also do that. You want to have it for half a year only and unsubscribe and then buy the games that you try on there that you thought that they were worth it. You can do whatever the hell you want. They're giving you the freedom for you to do whatever you want. Now you have services like Netflix, right? That they do the Netflix originals only available on Netflix. You need a Netflix membership to watch this shit. You cannot watch it anywhere. That's the difference. PlayStation doing their exclusive games that, well, I don't know what I'm talking about this because PlayStation got no exclusives anymore. But, well, back in the day, right? Whatever people are still copying on and they haven't been able to move on. When they do an exclusive, you need to buy a PlayStation. So now, what's going on? Xbox came out with a new service that they can afford because come on, guys, this is a heavy investment that they're making. In order for you to make money, you have to spend some money. And look, this is a part of the shit of this conversation that I don't give a fuck about because Xbox had it's $1 trillion company, bro. What the fuck are we like pocket watching Xbox and Microsoft? They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Let's not forget that Microsoft also grew 100 billion.
Yeah, and people are thinking, oh, because Xbox is making like where is the money that Xbox is making going? It's going to Microsoft as well. Like, don't you guys fucking get it? That it's a whole thing. Microsoft and Xbox the same shit. Like, Sony PlayStation and Sony are the same shit. They're the same company. One fits from another, and they live of each other because that's the ecosystem of the brand. I mean, I'm not here capping for nothing. I love fucking Game Pass because I do play a bunch of freaking games, and I do love playing games. Now, you play like Phil Spencer. Don't tell you. Phil Spencer told you guys Game Pass is not for everybody. Okay, so you don't really have to. Now, do you like the Xbox games? He even put them on PlayStation. He even put it, like, people are complaining about the exclusive. I'm gonna go ahead. Nobody can complain about exclusives no more. I'm putting everything on PlayStation. Everybody cried. Yeah. And now everybody's complaining because they thinking that Xbox might keep Game Pass exclusive or some shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on. What is this coming from? I want to hear from you guys because I'm super confused on why people could hate something like Game Pass that is giving you a great deal, right? On games and call themselves a gamer. Because I never seen nobody going to a GameStop and egging, right? Throwing egg at a GameStop store. Haha, you got the Black Friday sale. Fuck you. Like, we don't like that shit.
Sounds
Sell
like
the
a
games at full
Harmon Smith
price.
thing.
This is
Well, that's
we
exactly
talk-
the problem. A lot of the business,
shit.
a lot of the really salty business Sony dudes are the ones that are saying this. But when you're talking about, who's saying that is bad, it ain't gamers. Gamers are slowly starting to realize that shit's fire.
Fire.
But it's like, my question is, how the fuck is it that apparently nobody subscribes to Game Pass, nobody wants it, nobody cares, right? But how is that a danger to the industry then? If that's the case, if nobody subscribes to Game Pass, it can't be dangerous. You got to pick an argument. You got to stay in the lane. Either it's a dying service no one wants, or it's a dangerous service that everybody wants. But you can't make both arguments at the same time.
Exactly. Well said, Arcangel. I'm glad somebody bring that point because it is a reality. It's dangerous. It's swallowing up the gaming industry. And then they get on this podcast saying, oh, Game Pass doesn't even have 30 million subscribers. Game Pass is failing. Microsoft is losing money. So, I mean, you can do both at the same time. I'm sorry. You can do both at the same time. It's getting ridiculous at this point. And the narratives are being destroyed like time and time again. And look, guys, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and this is how I feel. I love Game Pass, right? I love it. It's fucking great. What is it to hate? I'm playing Metaphor Refantasio. I just picked it. I would have never spent the $70 on a game like Metaphor Refantasio. I would have never played Expedition 33 if I had to pay for it because those are not the games that I usually go for. But Game Pass helps me keep an open mind about the games I play and helps me explore as a gamer and see new things. And
that's why it's dangerous.
Being like your mind so fucking square on what is hot and what is good to play and the best games are not. You discovering new shit like Atomfall, like Atomic Heart, like all these games that are coming that you never thought that you would see, and they're becoming successful. Now they're new franchises. Look at Lies of P right now. There's a new fucking franchise. People are gonna wanna play Lies of P too. Isn't that the truth? What makes that game big? Game Pass did, right? Regardless of the sales, because I see a lot of people saying too Doom failed and Indiana Jones failed. This guy, what was it, like Camelo? What's his name? He's a journalist, a game expert, or some shit saying that Doom flop when 3 million people already played the game and people are currently playing the game. Not to mention, yesterday I was listening to Mag, right? Shout out to him. I watch his content. Pretty cool dude. And you know what he said? He said that he was unhappy because Xbox gamers weren't engaging enough with Game Pass. That was one of his stakes in Cole is what everybody call him out and all that. And then he, how to be yesterday saying like he came back to the freaking Game Pass and the achievements and all that, and seeing how people are playing these games more than they did before. So I mean, it's just a matter of time. People now have the possibility of saying, okay, we got Indiana Jones, an Xbox IP. I don't have to play this now. I don't have to play this now. It's going to be there for me because I'm a Game Pass user whenever I want to play them. It's right there. And it's not a games like a multiplayer game like Call of Duty. When it comes out, you have to play the first day because otherwise you get left behind because people get better at playing the game. It's a single player game. And the truth is, guys, and I was saying it on the video yesterday, single player games are not selling like they used to. Because the majority of players right now play online. Why do you think these games are not selling like they used to? Because everybody's playing their Fortnites, everybody's playing their Marvel Rivals, the Overwatches, the Call of Duties, all these fighting games. Like people are literally turning into like more centric to into playing that one game and get better at that game, and then just like all these like achievement hunting, like this is niche. Not everybody's doing that shit. This is very, very niche, guys. Like nobody has time to 100% games, especially when you have more games in the service, especially when you got more games coming out. Like fuck, I look like trying to platinum or get all the achievements in Mortal Kombat. I have a bunch of freaking hours, and I will fuck you up. All you 100% achievement guys, get online, get fucked. And that's what you said the game sucked because you don't really know how to play the game. You know how to unlock achievement. That's different though. And my respect to people who really spend the time, right? Doing this, but sadly, like I said, not everybody has the time to do so. I have insane, crazy friends who have right now wrote my gaming score this month is about 1,500 points. I got right on achievements. I've been playing a lot of games. It's decent, right, for a month. At over 1,000 games points a month is fucking decent. And one of my homeboys got 16,000 points, 20,000 points. Like, they crazy. They all continuously sit out on the top of the gamer score in my friends because they literally insane. But not everybody got the time and the dedication that they have. Most of the people do like 1,000, 1,500 points, 500 points, 50, 100 because they're playing the games that they want to play, and they here and there unlock an achievement because they're not achievement hunting. So what I'm trying to say here is that engagement is key, dog. People are being engaged in these games, and single player games are not as engaging as multiplayer games, and that's just a reality. You can play. How many fucking times can you play Indiana Jones from beginning to end? One or twice. After that, the whole thing. Like, what the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? The story it's never gonna change. But now all the games like Call of Duty, for example, bring seasons, weekly events.
At most, Indiana Jones would be twice because you're trying to maybe play a different way than what you played the first time, or maybe doing a challenge run yourself.
Right, but it's the same story. How many people watch the same movie twice in reality? But like,
I watch same movie a lot.
Look, we live in the United States of America.
I think I'm on 28 of Aquatine.
Us, but I'm saying we're always gonna have something that you watch a couple of times, but not everything is like that, and not everybody's the same with media. We live in the United States of America. We always short on time, dude. I'm doing this show right now, thinking about 1 p.m. I have to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a time to play a video game twice or 3 times. I do that after a while. Like, for example, I went back and finished Gears 4 because I was like, oh shit, let me go back. Gears is already in the talking. Let me get ready and practice some of this, right? And I went back and did the whole campaign. I was like, oh shit, I'm remembering things because it's been a while. Yeah. Right. And also I'm getting used to the gameplay again. I'm getting my controllers, back on, all of that. So I mean, it's just like, come on, guys. Game Pass is amazing. Gives you a bunch of freaking possibilities to play.
And I just want to put out there that we can all agree Game Pass takes about $2 billion a year to operate. That's what Microsoft pays for operating costs, right? And even if everybody was on only PC Game Pass, which is the cheapest that you can get, okay, just PC Game Pass, $12 a month. 34 million subscribers because they haven't come out with new numbers yet, so we'll go with that. That alone over a 12-month period of 34 million subscribers makes almost $5 billion a year, which means that alone is making about $3 billion in profit.
Shit.
After operating
Guaranteed
costs.
$3 billion just off PC.
So that's not to say they're not making more than that, because remember, Game Pass Ultimate, where you have it on your Xbox and your PC, is $20 a month. Times that by 12 months. So they're making anywhere from 4.8 or 4.9 billion to whatever $20 is for Ultimate. Now, I know not everybody has Ultimate, but not everybody has the basic either. I myself have Ultimate, so there's one figure at the very least, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is worth it.
Take it either way.
To get it. It is worth it to get it, and you don't even have to pay for it because of the fact there are ways to get it, like through Bing, through the Xbox Rewards app, through God knows how many things. If you win it or buy a CD key for it somewhere cheaper, they have it. There's ways to get around it. There's ways to not pay for it and still get it. And guess what? Microsoft and Xbox still make money because of it. So you have everybody on one hand who's saying, hey, it's either dead or dying, or you have the people who are on the other hand who are saying it's failing. It can't be both. And we already know that just from what we do know, it's very successful. We know that they give developers a bag for getting put into the service to subsidize sales because, hey, because it's on Game Pass, not everybody's going to buy it. But guess what? Just because it's on Game Pass doesn't mean you still can't buy it. So for those who are on PlayStation, you were never going to care that it was in the Game Pass service anyway. If it's on PlayStation and you want it, you're paying the money for the game. If it goes to Nintendo Switch too, or whatever Nintendo has to offer at the time, guess what? It's not on Game Pass on the Switch too. You're buying the game. Now, if it's on the Xbox, sure, you still may buy the game and you get it in Game Pass. You get the game either way. Because more than likely, if you have an Xbox, if you have a PC, you more than likely have Game Pass. Not everybody, but more than likely for one reason or another.
Come on,
And
it's only $12, Power Boss.
And if you have it on PC,
Come on.
you have Steam, you have Epic, you have GOG, you have all these other platforms. And guess what? Not only do you have the Game Pass PC app option, plus your Xbox library, if you even have Game Pass, because let's not forget, just because you have PC app doesn't mean you have to have Game Pass active. Because if you log into your account, your old Xbox bought library is still there if it's transferable. Mm-hmm. If you have Play Anywhere, that's transferable, even without Game Pass being active.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, even further, you still have Steam. You still have Battle.net. You have the PC Game Pass app.
All of it.
You have, Sailing the High Seas.
I mean, you have the options.
You have options. Plus, PC is always superior because of mods, if nothing else.
Yeah, mods and accessibility and freedom too. Shout out to Adidas 20, man, always present here. Thank you so much, man. And yeah, like, I don't know, man, but Game Pass doesn't seem too dangerous to me. It'll become dangerous. Okay, it'll become dangerous if Xbox do all the things that you think they're doing. If the Xbox didn't give you the choice to buy games and it'll make the games only exclusive to Game Pass, then that could become dangerous because they could like go ahead and play around with the games and given the price of whatever they want to do to the service, right? But that's not the case. They'll still give you the option to even play it on your PlayStation. So how the fuck is this shit dangerous? They're like literally making people make fun of Xbox because they're too good. Oh, they're too nice with PlayStation. They're giving the game. So what are you guys crying about? You know why it's dangerous? Because Sony PlayStation can't afford it. You know why it's dangerous? Because Sony PlayStation doesn't have it. Because you Sony PlayStation fans don't have it. But all your Sony PlayStation podcasters and pundits and people and influencers and all that, they all have it. All of them. So ask them why. Like if you really feel like this is bad for gaming, then don't have it. Why are you taking advantage of it? Don't be a hypocrite. Just keep it real with your people. Be like, shit, man, I hate that Xbox is taking over the gaming industry, but Game Pass is just that good. Just keep it real, bro. Just say it. Just say it. And just fucking say it. It is what it is, man. We're getting an amazing deal with Game Pass. We're having a great time as gamers. Like the complaints that I see from Xbox dudes is crazy. I've seen some people saying, Xbox treated the console base like shit. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? The console
fucking dumb.
Like shit.
Are you kidding me, bro?
How? Explain to me how Xbox treats me like shit when I'm playing Metaphor Refantasia on my Xbox last night. Like I just played Doom. How is Xbox bad? Because they put the games on PlayStation?
Mhm.
That's what you feel like Xbox is spitting in your face.
I will
Well,
say
go to
this:
PlayStation and
the,
get shit in your mouth because that's literally what they're giving people.
the moment
Shit in the
that
mouth.
World of Warcraft gets put into Game Pass,
It's a wrap.
guess what? Guess how many players World of Warcraft still has to this day?
A lot.
On average, 7.25 million players,
Insane.
and that is not including, subsidized for either people that A have multiple accounts or B that already have Game Pass themselves. Imagine if they rolled a WoW sub into Game Pass.
Yeah.
Fire.
Or Knights of the Old Republic.
It's just baffling to me that people like
Please.
Yoshida that said that $80 games are a steal, right? The games should be more expensive, are telling you that Game Pass is dangerous, and all of you clowns are running with it.
Yeah.
You know, like who gives a
It's
fuck about
'cause-
what he say? Motherfucker ain't shit. If it was that good, it would be still working on Sony PlayStation, but he ain't because he ain't shit, and that's the truth. I'm sorry to tell you, but it is what it is. It's outdated. The business models from the 90s
Now,
can't
I
work
will
now.
say this. I will say this. Okay. If either A, Game Pass wasn't a thing, B, Game Pass was more like PlayStation's PS Plus model, okay, and C, you didn't get day one games, maybe he would have had a point. Okay. Now, the fact that we're going up to $80 games and they're giving us less on the disc, because you can go to Does It Play and look up if a game is playable out of the box. But guess what? You're not getting half out of the box, half of the game. Bugs, fixes, things that are coming out broken and buggy. You want to play Spider-Man 2 without a day one patch? Even
I
with
don't
the
think
day
so.
one patch, that game was garbage.
Yeah. Be careful, Power Bucks, because you know what I mean. The Sony Defense Force will
I
come
fucking
over
hate
here.
that game. They can fucking come to me.
I played that game 100%ed it in 13 hours.
Holy shit, that's crazy,
Man, Game Pass is dangerous. Game Pass is dangerous in that moment where a dude's about to buy a game either on any platform and they're seeing that the game is on Game Pass. And rather than dropping the money on that platform, they're going to be like, yo, I'm going to go to Game Pass instead.
That's what it is. They can do it. They can afford to put the games they want. That's what is dangerous. You know, Yoshida said in the article something about like the PlayStation Plus business model is less dangerous.
Yeah, I saw that.
What the fuck? What the hell was that? Like you get nothing from PlayStation Plus. Like I would love to do a graphic and putting games, you know, next to each other to see what they get against what we get. Like there's really nothing out there that is better than Metaphor right now that they put this month.
They
I
got
promise you.
Veilguard.
They got Veilguard and they got what was it? Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League right before it canceled. Good job.
And they got
Oh
Foam
my
Stars.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah,
Foam
that's
up.
right.
Oh, wow. Foam
Like,
up,
And then they removed the PlayStation exclusive as well.
They moved several PlayStation exclusives.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like kind of like I don't know. I think he's talking shit though. There's no other
dangerous to
way.
the narrative. Overall, when you're talking about the library of pony narratives that's been coming out for like the last 10 years, Game Pass is dangerous to all of it.
Yep. A lot of people like to say too that Game Pass will lower the quality, right, of the
Okay,
games,
Reforge.
right?
Yeah.
And I haven't seen that. In fact, I think the you know the Xbox, right, in general, like all the releases, I gotten better, get better and better, with time. They're not doing no more red falls, you know. They
I don't
are
even want to talk about
actually the
Redfall.
games
That
are
game still
coming like
hurts.
out well optimized. They're pretty good. I mean, I don't see why people will complain about the quality of the games either. It's like they're the only ones literally putting games out there. So I don't really get it, man. But let's see what chat thinks, man. Fossil 924 here. What's more dangerous, alienating your fan base with remaster after remaster of the same game or Game Pass? There you go. That right there is like, so that's not dangerous. Of course, that's safe for the business. That's safe for the business because look, you're looking out for PlayStation, but you're not looking out for yourself as a consumer. Speak to me. How is this a good deal for me? You know what I mean? Shout out to Slavici. He say take me in Smash channel. I don't play Smash, bro.
I haven't played Smash Brothers Ultimate in a long time.
I don't ever play Smash. TTS Demo Flow. Hey, rematch is fire. Shout out to Abdel Clue. Yeah, rematch. I need to download it, bro. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot about it. The beta's out and it's on Xbox too. So go ahead and play. It's the soccer game. Multiplayer, similar to Rocket League.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's cool.
I remember you showed us some video of that.
Yeah, we got Slavici in the house as
Mhm.
well, man. Appreciate you, man. Talking about like all the type of games that Xbox has. We got RPGs, Fable, Gears, single player. Like Xbox literally have it all, man.
I think he was talking about games with replayability.
Oh, with replayability. Oh, okay, of course. Yeah, but Gears got multiplayer. Halo single player, you can play in different difficulty levels, but at the end of the day, it's the same story. Like not everybody's gonna go ahead and do that, bro. Most of the people go ahead and play on the
skulls on and
the big chunk of players go to multiplayer. That's where they go after
absolutely.
they're done with the campaign. Some of them don't even do the campaign and just go straight into multiplayer and then do the campaign later when they'll be like one day they got a downtime and they'll be like, okay, let me chill.
They
but like
friends on, no playing, multiplayer is not going to be fun. So they got some downtime and they want to see what the story's all about. They do it later.
This pain in la casa, sup babies, Boricuas in the house. Dímelo, Bobby. Future hero in the house. I feel like this is hypocrisy from the former PlayStation CEO, seeing that you have to pay like $100 for a premium and platinum PS Plus subscription. There you go. And that right there, that's key because they do have their own Game Pass. It's just not as good. And that's what they're hating because they'd be like, okay, we can compete now because Xbox is doing day one and we can't afford it. And that's the truth. Xbox don't really care if the game sell or not. For the most part, all they want is people to engage with the content. One way or another, get the sales out your freaking head. Artists don't do record sales anymore. Everybody do streams. Like, get it off your head. Like that part, it's just like money. Like money, paper money is worth less and less each time. Because what? We're getting more like credits. We're getting more into like digital money rather than paper money. And that's just how it is. And that's where technology is going. And now everything is changing. You may not like it, but everything is changing. You look, once upon the time we had to take a shit out in the field. We had to go when we had when we had diarrhea and we had to take a shit. We had to go to the forest and take a shit there, right? With bow and arrow in the hand, with a sword in the hand, because a wolf or a fucking tiger could come and eat you, right? Now we take a shit comfortably in our fucking house and we have a toilet that we can flush the shit off. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Times change. Like we cannot move forward if we keep doing the same thing over and over again. I mean, that's insanity. That's insanity right there. Oh, Gaming and 85 saying Game Pass is only a danger to PlayStation. We got another comment by Foso924. He said, Shuhei Yoshida never said shit when he worked for PlayStation, and now he's the PlayStation ambassador. He should shut the fuck up and enjoy being retired. Damn. Sit the fuck down, Yoshida. Yeah, I mean, he has a right to, give his opinion still, even though he doesn't work for PlayStation anymore.
Yoshida is a big name.
Yeah,
anywhere you go, any way you look at it, that man is worth listening to. He is. In all honesty,
it is.
He is. However,
no, we're not saying he's a moron because people are just like, they just be like, oh, you're not listening to Yoshida, you're not paying him respect.
Right.
I respect him, but this opinion right here is shit. Because like, what is the argument? We just spoke about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not here to say that I'm smarter than him. I'm not here to say that I'm better than him, but I'm here to say that I play video games and this is a better deal.
But let's also not forget that he himself has praised Phil Spencer for moving the industry,
of course.
and Phil gave him props back. And Shuhei Yoshida is also one of the people that is responsible for some of the biggest of the brand names in the PlayStation library lineup.
Fire. Mhm. Shout out to Big Mix Gaming. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being a member. Shout out to all my members, man. Consider becoming a Demo Flow Gaming soldier. I don't want to sound like Reforged, but memberships are open. If you want to join, go ahead. But like just by you being here, hitting the like button, subscribing, and just interacting with me, the channel, and my ecosystem in any way, shape, or form, you are already doing like more than I can ask you for. So I really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much.
Don't do it like Reforge just to start absolutely crying if you don't get a certain amount of fucking subs.
Nah, I don't do that shit.
I'm getting tired of reacting to that idiot.
That's
I
good.
really am.
I just put it in there because I've been putting actually a lot of content in there. So I want people to watch it that I can put in my channel because of the algorithm. And we're a small community. We're not that ambitious, but we definitely want to, become bigger because what's the point? We're gonna be like PlayStation and keep on selling consoles when we can do monthly active users, right? So that's what we need. We need people coming, interacting with the channel, want the channel and the community.
Remember when
bigger,
the PlayStation
so we can do great
fanboys
things.
used to state that that was never a big thing?
Right.
My, how the turns monthly active users.
Oh yeah,
My, how the turns have tabled.
They crazy, man.
That's right.
Big Base Gaming saying in the house saying Game Pass is dangerous to gaming is like saying pussy is dangerous to a man. Well, that's a shaky argument because it is dangerous. How many people got backdoor because of females? I could think of Samson and Delilah. Shit, even Jesus Christ probably got backdoor.
No.
So who knows? Who knows?
Jesus never did. No, Jesus died a virgin.
I'm really not big on religion, but I'm just saying anybody can go backdoor. All right. So, anyways, Onyx Gaming in the house saying Humble Bundles, EA Pro, UB Plus, Meta, Horizon, and Game Pass. I guess all these publishers are terrible for the industry. There you go. They're terrible. Steam is in danger, to the Xbox store. Like now, this is the only thing that Xbox guys I've been talking about. And shout out to all my Xbox dudes, but y'all crazy as fuck sometimes. Saying that the Xbox is gonna cannibalize its own stores. They put Steam on Xbox, and look, Xbox is gonna sell you the game whatever the hell you want. Some people are still gonna be using the Xbox Microsoft Store that they get on the Xbox, and some people will still be using Steam. Like now, Steam has a deal, right? Usually has deals. The Xbox Store has deals too. So that you might see some games here on Steam that are more expensive than on Xbox and vice versa. Now, overall, Steam is a cheaper platform to buy your games on. So, but you can still find the deal of a game that Xbox has in promotion and, maybe you want to play right now and, you just come across it and you still buy it, man. Like I'll check every store. Today, I went into Epic Store and guess what they were giving away? They were giving Tiny Tina Wonderland. So go ahead on the Epic Game Store and pick up Tiny Tina and Limbo. They were giving Limbo too. I love Tiny Tina. Tiny Tina is one of my favorite characters in Borderlands. She's nauseous, but she's funny.
My favorite character in Borderlands is dead. So.
Well, that's for you picking the wrong character. That's on you.
I chose cool Handsome Jack. Okay, he is cool.
How can? But you love the villain. He was, he had to die, bro.
Because in the pre-sequel, he wasn't the villain.
Hey, shout out to
Cassie. If you actually read it, he's not even the bad guy.
Like, oh my god, I didn't see this. Shout out to Cassie, Classic Cage. Thank you for coming through, girl. I seen you building a new PC. That shit look dope. I seen the case. Go shout out to her. Go to her streams, bro. She's really dope. She really makes me laugh a lot. Shout out to her. Jacob Novik in the house, man, saying, did any of you hear that EA's Black Panther was canned? The studio shot it. Yeah, this is one of the topics we're gonna talk about it. When the time comes. But yeah, it did get canceled, and it was funny because they were showing when it got canceled. You know what? They were showing gameplay of the old Avengers game that flopped. And everybody was saying, oh my God, why would they cancel this? This game looked dope. Like, you can tell that people are so misinformed. That is crazy. It's crazy. And I like the Avengers. I played the campaign with my friends, and it was fun. It wasn't like, it wasn't a terrible game. Now, live service things that they have, a lot of people didn't like it, but as a gameplay, I think it was pretty good. I mean, it's really not that different from something like Spider-Man. It was okay.
So when Marvel's Avengers was coming out, just before its release, I was watching back in Critical Role. They were probably maybe campaign 2 at the time. I think they've just finished campaign 3 recently. And a lot of the voice actors that are in Marvel's Avengers are from Critical Role. And you know them from
Nice.
big anime and big game voices from across the industry that you would never think. One of them is even in the actual Avengers movie. Ashley Johnson. And she's a big actress herself in a lot of other things. Now, when you go and you look at Avengers, the game didn't look bad. Why it flopped,
No.
I don't know. I'd have to go back
Yeah.
and research it.
Yeah.
And I was excited to play it because, hey, I support those voice actors, and I still do. They're phenomenal voice actors. And I don't remember what was going on in my life at the time that I didn't get it. It's probably a money thing at the time.
Right.
And it just totally slipped my mind that it came out. I never even knew that they were having a Black Panther expansion. I never knew that they,
Right.
were doing bad in sales. I stopped following the game for some reason. Now I do remember that it was on Xbox as
Game
one of those
Pass.
big banners,
Yeah.
and it was on Game Pass.
Some Game Pass, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it just up and disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Right. Like it's sort of like becoming relevant because that's what I'm saying. Like when people say something like Avengers, right? They're thinking of single player campaign and single player campaign only. They're thinking of something epic, but they don't think of live service. So now we got like used to this stuff right now. And now that's why games like Marvel Rivals can, be successful because people are digging more the live service thing. Now they used to, oh shit, this is supposed to have seasons. It's supposed to have like DLC characters, supposed to have skins and all that. And people are getting used to the model, and that's why people accept it a little bit more. I think the Avengers were a little bit ahead of their time, and I did think that the live service aspect of the game sucked, but I did feel like the campaign was decent, and I did enjoy it with my friends. Like I cannot speak negatively about a game that I actually enjoy, and I know the reviews weren't the best and all that, but like that doesn't mean that I can enjoy the game. Shout out to
Cassie,
Cassie. Look,
It reviewed
she says
really
something.
bad though.
Marvel Avengers sucked because even after a year later, enemies were still spawning on the map. Okay, so yeah, it was buggy. But look, but like the way I play it, because I wasn't really into it that much. I played it with some friends and stuff. I didn't play the live service game. We were trying to do more of the campaign part. And for what we play, because we didn't even finish it, we were having fun. We didn't see anything weird either.
The co-op campaign and the fact that it brought back mechanics from Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, that's what I was excited for.
Right.
So I can understand if they were having bugs like that even after a year, because
that's understandable. The people got tired.
So yeah, it's understandable.
All right. So anything else about Game Pass being dangerous and for who? Anything you gotta add about this topic? Desire, you have anything to say, or Kenjo, whatever?
I think it's just the same reason that Netflix is a danger to movies and TV shows. Same thing as Amazon Prime. Same thing as all those streaming services.
It's like, okay, like Netflix and Blockbuster is like one of the closest examples that we can give, and how one failed and the other one succeeded, and one failed. Blockbuster failed because of people like comfort, right? They don't like to get out the house all the freaking time on the snowy weather, right? Because all of the people who live up north, like I live out here in Florida, so I don't give a shit. I can get out of here any day. But people who live up north, they had to go to a freaking store to pick up a movie. And Netflix brought you the movie to your house. So I think it's the same concept that Microsoft and Xbox are applying to gaming. They're like, okay, you don't want to get an Xbox. We're going to bring you our games to your house. And now at the beginning, a lot of people are not going to like it, but then later on, it becomes a comfort thing. And people are going to be low. I buy Xbox games. And why? Because they, make it easy for me to buy them. So that's one of the points. Also, we are moving towards a more digital era. So it's like physical media, and I know this is gonna be painful for you, physical media collectors out there to listen, but we talk about it here on the channel. Like, this is going away eventually. Like they're making less and less. Now Nintendo's not even giving you a game inside the thing. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are you even buying empty CDs for? You know what I'm saying? You can
Can't
go
even
ahead. I think it's better to go ahead, get you a CD if you want to do like a print art of the game. Get you a CD, do your own art, print it, and put a code of the game that you own in there so that you can download it later and use it like that. And put it on a wall or something. I think that's the most. I don't know what, because you're buying. Imagine buying a CD that doesn't have any music on. That's literally what y'all doing out there. And look, about respect to you, because I know this is a beautiful thing. You guys got your virtual walls up and all that, and that's dope. But I mean, I think at some point, like, these companies are gonna be doing stuff like this, and they're gonna move away from physical. And that's sad. Look, PC is completely gone physical. Like, I mean, digital. That's it, no physical. Your computer, you buy a new build now, it comes without a disc tray.
So me and Cassie were going round and round in this last night on her show.
Mm-hmm.
For me, okay, and for the average consumer, okay,
Right.
the reason that you get an Xbox console is not because exclusives or Game Pass or one thing or the other. You want to know what the honest reason is? Extra storage.
Right.
Because unless you're going out and spending, $100-200 on more memory for your PC, an external drive, internal drive, whatever, you have that Xbox 1 or 2 terabyte edition for the extra storage.
Yeah.
It's more expensive if you get the console because of the fact that, hey, you're spending, 2 to 3 times as much in most cases. But
Yeah.
it's an easier way to play the game if you only have a singular computer. If you're not a household like me that has multiple computers and you just have the one, it's a way to play all your games. And when you can't be on the computer, you can play on the console. In a single household, it allows you to play cross. So one can play on the console, one can play on the PC.
Right. The only thing is
There's no problem.
Xbox still doesn't allow you to play the same game. That's a thing. Because
No. If you buy it, you have it.
No. But at the same time, playing, well, for example, I could have Gears, for example, here on my PC and Gears on my Xbox, and I cannot play both at the same time. Even though I'm like right next to both my right, like it won't allow you to use both accounts in the same game at the same time.
Right. Because I know
Right.
when I'm trying to play Expedition 33, my stepson upstairs is using my Xbox One, and
He's playing something else. Doesn't matter.
He's using my Game Pass on his console, so that way he can
Piece of
play
shit.
games that he likes, and it kicks one or the other off. Yeah.
Right. But it keeps you off if you're playing the same game. Because I could be playing
But
Gears
what I'm
on my
talking
PC
about-
with the same account, and I could be playing with my same account something like Metaphor on the Xbox. And I do that
Right.
all the time.
What I was more talking about, like, for instance, Power World. Okay. If I bought the premium edition of Power World, okay, I can play it on Game Pass, and because I physically bought it, I can move from my Game Pass console to my PC. If my wife didn't have Power World bought on Steam or on her Xbox account, she could play the console version because I bought it and my console is the main console. She could play it and I could play on the PC, and now it even has crossplay and we can play together.
Nice. That's dope, bro.
So that's the way it
ecosystem is
works.
dope. Yeah.
If one or the other account on the Xbox is the primary console and has bought it, then that person can move to their PC, but the console of the person who doesn't own it can still play it and sometimes crossplay.
Nice. All right. So I think this is it about Game Pass. Danger. Everybody's talking about Game Pass. The big monster. El Coco Game Pass. El Coco is going to come get you. El hombre saco. That's what we call it in Spanish. But la taconua. Oh my God. But let's talk about this. Xbox handheld news. And we have I have an article here that I think is a Jess Coding article. Shout out to him. He did this article here. What is it? What I can't put market because obviously, right? He blocked me for whatever reason. I don't know. He went on a blocking spree and then he blocked me out of nowhere. I don't really understand. The same thing with Reforge. Reforge blocked me for no reason. I don't know. I just went to see his tweets one day and I was blocked. I'm like,
It's
okay.
What are you expecting?
I mean that's just crazy when you're getting blocked by people that you haven't even interacted with. They just don't like what you have to say. So
I guess I got blocked by Reforge, but I mean, I mean, I make fun of
it's
him on a regular.
Reforge. And nothing was lost being blocked by Reforge.
He doesn't want you degaslighting his audience. That would be a threat.
Exactly.
Degaslighting. Oh, that's great.
Okay,
That's a
so
great term, Archangel.
I got the article here. So let's discuss here what's going on with the Xbox handheld and everything that's going on in here. Because people are saying that this is dead, that don't like how can you go from here or what they have to say in this article that we're gonna go into deeper into it in a minute. How can you go from this to like the next Xbox isn't happening? That's just crazy to me. But yeah, according to Yes
I don't know,
Gordon,
as Dreamcast guy.
exclusive Xbox first party handheld has been sidelined for now as Microsoft doubles down on Keenan and Windows 11 PC gaming optimization. Okay, now looking at this headline, right there, people took it in the wrong way. They saying that now the handheld is dead, that Xbox is not doing it. What do you think Xbox is doing? I think they're setting up themselves to be more optimized on these handhelds and the PC itself because it's a big part of the ecosystem now. So
I would just like to say that I think that them putting the handheld on hold is because it's farther along than people think.
yep.
And they're working more on the next console version to update it to make the handheld and the console seamless. But let's not forget that Project Keenan is not the Asus handheld that's coming out later this year.
Oh shit, so it's another one?
There's an actual Xbox branded handheld that's coming out next year.
Yeah. Isn't that the one that they're putting off?
That's the one that they're holding off on. The
Okay.
Asus ROG Ally is still coming out later this year.
Right.
They're not the same handheld.
Mm.
I
Okay,
don't
so
know. You got to tell Dreamcast guy about that.
I don't think people understand that
Yeah, they
fully. Not
don't.
even Jez.
right. What happened is that there is a handheld that Xbox is working on that
Right.
is the one that they want to do as your Xbox on the
Which
go.
is Project Keenan.
Right. Not as your PC handheld on the go like the ROG Ally is. Because the ROG Ally is more of a PC handheld than a console handheld, right? Because what people really want is to be able to play and go back and forth between the handheld and the actual Xbox, right? So the handheld that is going to do this is the one that is coming later, right? That is the one that they have to be working on at this that they put off because they need to optimize Windows. And not only that, I put up a little bit of a because they do more shit with it. Hold on, let me find it here. Okay, so here it is. Okay, it was always a bit unclear if Microsoft handheld was designed to be a native Windows 11 PC gaming style handheld. That's what we're talking about, right? It was unclear. People don't know. Or more of a native Xbox console style experience, but we potentially now have the answer. Potentially. Look, these people don't really know. These people don't look at the wording, potentially. It seems that it was indeed meant to be a device that could run full Xbox games, but Microsoft has decided to prioritize its teams and the partner opportunity around devices like Keenan, right? So this is what they got coming out. This is what they pushing right now. And the other stuff, they'd be like, okay, we can work on that later on when we got this sorted out because we need to optimize. That's just what I'm getting from here. But, I don't know how to read. At least for now, I've been told that Microsoft still has big ambitions, right? And is investing heavily to deliver the native Xbox handheld. But the chief is about prioritizing and allocating resources right now. there have been no layoffs or anything like that as a result of this reprioritization or whatever the hell you say.
Now,
That.
I would like to say that Project Keenan could also be both handhelds,
Yeah.
but
I don't know
I don't
Keenan
think,
per se what it is. That's
but I
what they
don't,
call a code name.
but I don't think that Project Keenan is going to be a code name for an Asus product. That is why I think that there's two separate handhelds.
So you think that Rogue Ally is one thing, Keenan is something else, and then the Xbox
Correct.
handheld is another one. So they got like three.
No,
Now,
two, two.
okay. So continuing to let's get this article
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of the
yeah.
way. So another thing is Microsoft is also working on the next gen Xbox cloud systems. Right? This is what they're doing, working on the next gen Xbox cloud systems. You guys listening to this? Which are now in testing at Microsoft headquarters in Redmond. The new cloud platform should bring its latency closer to parity with NVIDIA's GeForce Now Surface, which is arguably the performance leader right now and still integrates Microsoft Xbox PC Game Pass. Okay? NVIDIA GeForce Now just launched a native app for the Steam Deck as well, presenting another competitor to Microsoft's cloud gaming strategy. Microsoft was previously working on a cloud-first mini console dubbed Hubbard, which was also canceled. Okay, so this is what I'm getting from this. They're working on the next-gen cloud thing. GeForce Now is really like the leader when it comes to like, how cloud service is supposed to work, in my opinion. And what they're doing is that they're updating that too. Okay, so I think that's great. And now they're saying here, because I didn't know this though. Maybe you guys knew about it, but GeForce Now Service, which is arguably the performance leader right now, and still integrates Microsoft Xbox PC Game Pass. So okay, hold on. Like if you have Game Pass and you have GeForce Now, that means that you can use the cloud on GeForce rather than on Game Pass and still have access to all those games. I think that's what it means in here. Am I wrong? Am I reading this wrong?
No,
I
you're
didn't know
absolutely
about that.
correct.
I didn't know about
The
this.
Steam Deck has a native Xbox Game Pass
On GeForce.
on GeForce Now.
That's crazy. That's
Yep.
actually pretty good.
Now, PlayStation is the one that decides to block their games from the GeForce Now service. However, what Xbox is trying to do, working with Steam, is having it a native app, which, if it's on Steam, they can't block it because it's on there differently. Because PS games are not native on GeForce Now, but they are native on Steam. That's the difference.
Okay, so the article goes on and on, but we already got what we got, what we wanted, right? What we wanted. That is like, okay, they delayed the one of the handhelds, but they, obviously the one that is coming out is the one that they're prioritizing. Why? Because this product is about to release, and you need everybody working on it so they can push it out. And that's just how shit works sometimes. So, what do you guys think about this? Are you guys outraged by this news? I want to also check out chat, but I'm gonna start with you guys. I want to start with Archangel. What's going on with you, man? What do you think about all this? Do you think it's like the Xbox handheld is in trouble? And
All right,
what is going on?
I'm thinking like internally, as far as like a company top down, Microsoft is thinking like, what is an Xbox handheld? If they're already talking about integrating Steam natively and then integrating all of their PC stuff with their console stuff, and it's like, what is an Xbox handheld in that instance? So it's like maybe they're thinking about maybe doing a more subtle redesign that's not so dramatic, since if the next generation of consoles is leaning more to being like PCs, then what is a dedicated Xbox handheld in that world? So it's like maybe they don't need to do one. Maybe they can find another path or get multiple third parties to do dedicated, quote unquote. Because I don't even know at this point what Xbox exactly is in a world where Xbox lives in a cloud and Xbox lives inside of various Windows operating systems that could be put anywhere. Like, what is an Xbox in that instance?
Yeah. What about you, Desire? You have anything else to say about this?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really.
So,
what about you, Babas?
I want to say that as far as like an all digital future goes, For those who are, physical collectors, now I have my physical library upstairs. I want to say if Xbox does something with what was recently released with the Sonic Unleashed being recompiled, if they do some software with that, where
Right.
you can take your old Xbox 360, and Xbox One games and somehow register them so that you don't need the disc anymore, but you still have the games you bought, you paid for, you own, and you have in your library, and you no longer need the disc for, then I can see doing away with physical media completely. But that is the only reason why, because that is one of the biggest things that Xbox has over the PlayStation and the Switch right now is the backwards compatibility stuff. And if they can get the recompilation stuff working and working correctly, the sky's the limit, because then that means that you can take your PlayStation games or any disc-based game registered on your Xbox, and it's going to be in your account for your Xbox library, whether that's your Steam library or not, and you can play it. And
Yeah.
the same thing goes for your PlayStation. If the Xbox can read it, it can upload it, and you can have it on your Steam, cross-play, cross-buy. I told you, cross-buying is the new thing. When you buy it on one platform, every platform that it's on, it's going to be unlocked. And that's the major thing. That's where the future's headed, because I mean, who wants to buy a game 5-6 times when it's the same game? Buy it once, get it everywhere.
Right. And I think that's what Xbox is trying to do in this case. And I do believe that's the right thing to do. I mean that's what everybody wants. Somebody, what happened with the cops? Somebody getting caught? Hey yo, who trapping? Hey yo, who trapping? But anyway, somebody getting chased here by the police. I hope Archangel, is that you? Desire. They
I
raiding
think
you?
that's me, yo.
That's
I'm
you?
being raided. Help!
You're being raided.
Help me!
Oh, he's awake now.
Holy shit.
Not really, no.
That was funny as hell. I was like, bro, the cops. Anyways, guys, I think this is a nothing burger. I think they're still working on what they're working, and I think people are just speculating about the handheld being dead and all that. And I get it, like people gotta do their thing, but I don't think it's a big deal. Anyways, at the end of the day, I mean, you can still play Xbox Game Pass new games that come out in any of these handhelds on the ROG Ally. You can play it on the Steam Deck, anywhere, dude. Like this is just another device that they can make, and they can easily cancel it too and be like, okay, we don't want to make that one now. We want to make another one because plans change. This is a dynamic industry. This is not an industry in which you could, go ahead and keep doing the same thing over and over. They try to innovate. And that's one of the things that Satya Nadella said, because everybody say, oh, Satya Nadella said Project Latitude, no exclusive, yada, yada. But they don't talk about like they're trying to do big innovations in cloud gaming with the handhelds and all of that. That's one of the things they're talking about. So I just think that that this is fine, and I don't care. I'm fine. I'm not a handheld player. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a handheld player. I'm literally looking forward to this one because I think it'll be like, the one handheld that will make sense for me to have, because I do have a big library on Xbox, and I would love to, go back to those games and play. But for the most part, I've been playing new games. My backlog is there and all of that, but I've been playing new games because I can't take a break and go visit my backlog because all the games that are coming to us. So
What if they found another way? What if they found another way through Windows to deliver to you your entire backlog without you having to bounce?
I think that's
to
what they're
any
working on.
specific-
I think that's
Yeah.
what they're working on. I think they working on something that is gonna work seamlessly and try to make all your games connected to each other within the same ecosystem. All you have to do is log in with your Xbox account and play whatever the fuck you want.
Well, remember what I said, that they had so many stores, and I think that the next iteration with Windows 12 and all this update and what they're working on is going to be combining the Windows Store, the BattleNet app, the Xbox app, the Xbox PC app, and the Windows Live Store. They've got like 5 stores that they got to combine into just one, and then all they have to do is add Steam, so they're only making 2.
Tell me
and
he's a
they're
liar.
talking. So whenever that happens, that's going to be the biggest move because then you're buying it in less places, and it's still seamless across all of them anyway.
Yeah. I do believe that this is, whatever. I'm not concerned about it. How can we be negative on Xbox when we have a huge showcase coming of a bunch of freaking games that are gonna be shown? It's just like I don't really get the Xbox community. And I get it. Like when the Xbox community were down and games were coming at this pace and all of that. But now you got everything that you asked for. You back in the day, I remember watching Xbox shows and all that. Xbox dudes were like, "Oh, all we need is games. We need games, games." Now you have the games. Now what's up? Now you want what? What the fuck you want? You still care about what the Sony PlayStation fanboy told you? Like the Sony PlayStation fanboy can tell you Doom is shit. It's boring. Doom is boring. Really, Doom is boring.
Harmon
Are you
Smith
gonna
level
listen to
type of
them?
arguments.
Are you gonna listen to them telling you that Doom is boring instead of you have the possibility of playing? Sony PlayStation fanboys and Sony PlayStation people who don't have Game Pass, they have to listen to what other people tell you. But as an Xbox dude with Game Pass, come on, bro, you can just go ahead, press A, download these games and play for yourself. You don't have to listen to the ponies. You don't have to be on Twitter. There are Twitters for people who play no fucking games, though. Just go ahead and play more games. That's just what I'm trying to say.
And that's
man.
exactly why Game Pass is dangerous. Because when you got somebody that's sitting there looking at $70, they're like, maybe if I get Game Pass, I could buy some Burger King after this, and I could just play more games instead of getting it on my PlayStation. You feel me? And that's less money, going directly through PlayStation Store.
All right. The only dangerous thing in gaming is Drinker's guy opening his mouth to talk. For good God, he's horrible. Shout out to Big Mix Gaming. We got Kill Walker in the building, man. How you doing? Good to see you around, man. He said, just a reminder, Pony's cap for Concord, but it's DOA. Oh my God. We got Cold Classic K saying Xbox Studio is a game by game basis like everyone else, but they have been slinging games this year more than anyone. Yeah, I mean, you have to give it to them. I mean, I'm not saying that we can criticize Xbox. We do all here all the time when they do something dumb. But I mean, the truth is that they're doing good, man. Like, we can't deny it. And
outside of raising the prices, I'm still
oh
mad
yeah,
about
no. Of course, we're still
Still
mad
mad
about that.
Yeah, we came across that.
We
And
already
people
talked
are
about
trying to say that
Mhm.
the summer sale that PlayStation is doing, the days of play,
Oh my
where
God,
it's lowered for $50
Come
for
on.
2 weeks.
bro.
Okay,
But
so
then they're
it's
gonna
going
hide
back
the
down to the
prices
regular
again.
price. And not only are they going to return the prices after the 2 weeks, I think that is when they're going to
raise it
announce the raising of whatever prices.
because they're
Power
definitely
Boss.
going to raise prices.
Misinformation. They did said it. They said we got a bunch of
Yeah.
stock seating, bro. But people don't fucking listen to these things. They just go ahead and see the part that everybody's talking about, the headline, but they don't really go in there and get informed. The CFO said we are not worried about the tariffs and the prices right now because we have a lot of stock sitting in the warehouses in the United States. So we're not worried about that. So what they're doing now, trying to get rid of all the stock that they have in there so that they can go ahead and bring more stuff. And when the new deliveries occur, what's going to happen? What's going to
Price
happen?
increase.
The price is going to go up. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, you don't have to even graduate high school for this, man. This is just like easy shit. Like, come on, man.
To
It's
me,
just,
buying
It's
something on
honestly
sale
business
that gives me
101.
nothing. My whole shit is buying that on sale, but getting nothing out of it. Like I'm just buying the box just to say I got the box.
Oh,
like, so what?
Now it's a good time to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro to play what? I mean, please tell
A
me.
whole lot of jack shit and fuck all.
Come on, bro.
Xbox
I mean,
games.
I'm not saying that if you want a PlayStation, don't get it. If you want to upgrade from the Pro, don't do it. I'm just saying, bro. Like, let's keep it real. Let's put everything on the table. What the fuck are you gonna get a PlayStation 5 Pro for? What? For the PC? Because you think that the games are like Digital Foundry, right? According to you guys, the word is gospel. Told you that Xbox is king. Like they told you. Like, and you still believe. Okay, whatever. Who cares about all that? Because at the end of the day, what
I
really matters
mean,
is the fucking games.
I've still said from the beginning when I saw the official specs of the actual release of the PS5 Pro that it is not so far and above the Xbox capabilities that it's going to be some amazing leaping graphics over either the base PS5, which is performing less than, mind you, in most
Hmm.
cases, without at least a day one patch, and even with the day one patch, it's not that graphically impressive over what
Yeah,
the original games were, but it's only going to be improved as much as the Xbox or PC version, if that. And then on top of that, you also have to look at the fact that, hey, there's still games on the Xbox and PC that are still running miles around the PS5 Pro. Just look at Space Marine 2, for example. That's a perfect
that's right.
example right there. We just had Doom came out. PlayStation 5 and Pro are the worst place to play it. So there you
Um,
go.
I mean, not according to fanboys, bro. And look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether it's the best place to play it or not. The fact is, like, Xbox got the games and PlayStation don't. It wasn't like everything about the games. Oh, Xbox got no games. Now it's like Xbox got too many games and the games are not selling. That's the narrative that they want to push now. That the Xbox games are not selling. Okay, so what's the point of Game Pass then? Like, that's a good sign of Game Pass. People are not buying the games; they're going on Game Pass. They play it. Finally, oh shit! They realize that it's a good deal and they're using it. You know, and they're using it. And I'm not saying here you need to be on Game Pass. I'm saying, you know,
Tyreek Karen. He's
yeah.
not. He hates Xbox. And then he says he likes Randy Pitchford and wonders why I get mad. Oh gee.
No, I love Borderlands, but I despise Randy. I mean, that's just the truth.
Still mad at
Um,
him over aliens.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
just
Not
mad
a
at him
happy
over
guy.
aliens. I'm also mad at him over what he said about
yeah. The price and all
no,
that.
Duke Nukem.
Ah, Duke Nukem. Yeah. What did he say about it? He's not making it. They're not making him
He
anymore.
he stole 3 straight levels from a dude that was developing
Wow.
and just never credited him. And then he said that, hey, we have this IP, and a lot of people have been wanting it because Duke Nukem is Duke Nukem,
Yeah, he's fired.
and never gonna happen. It's just never gonna happen.
He's never gonna give it away.
No, because why would he?
And call the cops
Man,
on that
that's
motherfucker.
crazy. I love Duke Nukem.
So sick of
It
it.
was so sick back in the day. I know the last one wasn't that good, but I
That's
don't know,
because
bro.
it shouldn't have been three. It should not have been made by Gearbox at all. Especially
Yeah.
Randy Pitchford. He's a fucking idiot.
Just give it to id Software. Duke
Yeah,
Nukem
please.
versus Doom
Please.
collaboration. That would be dope. That would be actually
Hell,
fire.
I would even take just anybody
Yeah,
outside of
anybody.
fucking Gearbox. Gearbox is fucking terrible.
Yeah, and that's because of him, bro. Because at the end of the day, he doesn't do much in there. The ones doing the things are the people behind the scenes, not him.
Yeah, he's the guy who had fucking
But he's a
alleged.
but he's the guy who fuck it up for everybody, man, for sure. Shout out to Wayne
They get
G.
the Tomb Raider team to make it 3D.
I didn't see this super chat, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wayne G for the two. He said Xbox is killing it. Yeah, they've been dropping a lot of games. And I do believe, you know, I mean, I think they doing their thing, dude. And we don't have to hide it. We just have to celebrate shit like this. I mean, it's Xbox turn right now. So y'all gotta brace yourself. It is what it is. And this is not gonna stop. You'll see next week. Y'all gonna be here on Sunday when I stream the Xbox showcase and everybody's reeking with excitement. Even the Sony PlayStation dudes are gonna show up because they know what's up. They know games are coming. They know there's gonna be amazing IPs being built, and and things and exciting new stuff. And look, it's just like it is what it is at this point. Like people have to accept it. They're doing their thing. It's not to defend them, nothing. I don't care about how much money they make or nothing. I just care about me as a consumer. And right now, I'm really having a great time with the Xbox ecosystem, right? And that doesn't stop me from playing on other ecosystems and buying other games, because I do buy games on Steam. I do buy games on the Xbox store. I do play on PC. I play on the Xbox. I play on my fucking what is it, MetaQuest sometimes, not as often as before, but sometimes here and there. And it's just like, it just It's just good right now. It's hard for me to get away from the PC or my Xbox and do something else, play something else. Like it's just hard. Like there's really nothing out there grabbing me right now. And Game Pass is such great value. Like we were speaking earlier, me and the Archangel before Desire showed up, and we're talking about we were both started Metaphor Refantasia, and we those are games that we never touch, and we're like, oh shit, what do you think about the game? Is it good?
It's okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then we were
Okay.
just talking about it, and it just it's just super fun to opening up your Xbox or your PC and seeing a new game that you want to play, dude, or that you wanted to check out a list, and just trying it out and see if it kicks. Um, I mean, that's awesome. That's what gaming is all about. I mean, in my opinion, that's super cool. That's super cool. They also put games like The Division on the service that I know is an older game, but it's a game that is trying to like recover some of the clout that he had at some point. And they have a new DLC. What did Xbox do? They put it on Game Pass. Now I have friends that had never touched The Division. They would never touch it. But now it's on Game Pass. How do I get into play, bro? Come on, just press A, download the shit, try it out for a few minutes, see if you like it or not. We can go back to playing Gears or Mortal Kombat, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to convince a homie or a person to be like, oh shit, just download it, let's try it out together. As opposed to like, bro, like, are you gonna buy this game? It's $70. Like, bro, hell no, I don't got $70 right now. I gotta do some other shit. Like, do you understand what we're talking about here? I think you know it is what it is. The handhelds, I'm not so worried about it. We can move on. And we're gonna talk about Elden Ring a little bit here. Elden Ring is on top. We said Powerball sent me a screenshot. I'm gonna be sharing right here. This is gonna be a really quick topic as we're gonna move on with the show. We're about to get in some other stuff. But Powerball just sent me this screenshot yesterday that I'm gonna damn. I had to.
I am covering a video on a specific fanboy that tried to state that it's already failed.
Powerballs, can you pull out the screenshot yourself, please? Because I know you sent it to me, but
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna be
got it.
kind of hard. Yeah, please. Really
I got
appreciate
it.
that.
I'll bring it up.
So yeah, Elden Ring is back on top. New DLC, guys, go check it out. It's on Steam, really kicking everybody's butt. Over 300,000 people are playing Elden Ring,
It's not a
and
DLC, it's a standalone game.
right. And look, the DLC, a lot like I've seen the reviews. Right, we're kind of low
It's not
for
it's not
right.
DLC.
Oh, it's a standalone game.
Yes.
My God, my bad, bro. So it's not a DLC. Because forgive me, bro. I'm not really into Souls games, but I do want to
I
cover it
am.
because I know a lot of people are into them. Okay, hold on. Now you have to stop the screen to present. Okay, there you go. Elden Ring, Night Rain. 302,000 people online, bro. That's crazy.
That's a failure to Harmon, apparently.
What? This
Yeah.
shit is kicking butt. That's a lot of, and
Where's
that's
Concord at
only
right
on
now?
on Steam. I can imagine on console how crazy people are going on with
Concord is
this.
beyond dead.
Bro, I want to say congratulations to Elden Ring. They done an amazing work with the game. People really loved the game when it came out. People still loving the game and keeping, the game going. That's amazing, bro. Not really into it, but we gotta celebrate shit like this, bro. When we see a successful game, we gotta call it out. We gotta say it, and you know what I mean. Shout out to them, man. So
So I just took a look, and Elden Ring Night Rain, as of right now, is slightly lower on the review, 62.9%. So
right, as more people
63%.
played, more people played.
And 270,000 people still playing
Wow,
right now.
that's pretty good. I mean, a lot of game which that so many people were playing this game. This was also a huge game of the year. So of course, um, fire.
Now, I will say that some of the reviews are actually valid. Like,
Yeah, of course. Some of the criticism, right, might be you pulled out a review or something.
Well, it's
No, I think
the
Oh,
game
dropped
is
out.
not the best way of putting it is the game is not exactly a From Software type game.
up there.
It's more of like a
Oh shit, son.
roguelike kind of ish a little. It's different.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
different, and I think a lot of people like the main complaint that I've seen, because I'm not really into this type of game, so I don't really like to talk about it. But I know you guys can help me in this. Supposedly the bosses change each run, so it
You
gets
can
harder.
choose which bosses you want, but the mini bosses you cannot. And people are pretty excited for that. That's true. But I think what people don't like is that not every person is out yet, and you're gonna have to grind to unlock some of them, which is kind of stupid.
Because they did made it like a requirement for you to be at a certain time
I
level in
think
the
they're
game to
making it
join.
kind of like a roguelike.
It is a roguelike.
It is a
Yeah.
roguelike. Well, roguelikes are very popular, and at the
Yeah.
beginning,
It's just a
when they
different spin on it.
yeah, when they started coming out, I wasn't really liking the roguelikes, but then I started playing things like RoboQuest,
Vampire
uh,
Survivors,
Vampire Survivors, etc., things like that, and
Rotato.
Rotato, and then I started like getting like, oh my god, like this is actually cool, and it actually makes me replay this game, try to get better at this game, get stronger,
Oh,
and
that's
it's just
dirty
like a
work,
vibe.
Archangelic.
So, shout out to them, bro. So let's move on. There is rumors about Gears of War E Day coming in 2025. I don't know if you guys are heard about what's
I
it,
hope
Jeff
it
Corden?
comes this year. I love
Talking
Gears.
about it. I've been playing a lot of Gears. I've been playing, by the way, Gears 5 and Ultimate Edition. I've been playing Gears 4
I
as well.
predicted it way back in February, when it was first shown and announced in the partner showcase, that I think that it's going to be shown at June 8th more, and then it's going to release on the anniversary next year.
Hmm. And I think that's the same thing they did with Gears 4. They did Ultimate Edition, and then a year after, right away, they dropped Gears 4, and everybody was super excited for it. So, I mean, I can't wait to play Gears. I've been wall bouncing before the show. I was in there as Archangel. I was out there doing my thing, practicing.
I was watching. I was just
Yeah, yeah,
barely
yeah.
hanging on.
No, boy. Like I've been practicing, man. I've been practicing, trying to get back into it. One of my homies, that he's a huge gearhead, and I also joined a new Gears community that I'm gonna show here. So you guys go ahead and follow on Twitter. I'm actually go ahead and put the Discord if you want to go ahead and join their Discord. I just joined these, and then these people are practicing to get better at the game, etc. So I'm just gonna, I feel like I should go ahead and give it a little bit more clout. If you're interested in learning gears and getting back into gears somewhere, there is this community that I just joined. I'm gonna go ahead and copy the link and post it here in the chat. That's the Discord for Gears Award, and it's a great community. Go ahead and check it out if you want to join. If you want to get back into Gears, because Gears is coming back, and I've been following a lot of content creators, pro players. I've been telling you guys, and they're super excited for the Reloaded, and they can't wait to meet the PlayStation players in the arena, and not in a bad way, like not to like bully them or something, but they just can't wait for the community to become bigger and bigger, and for Gears to become more mainstream. And I do believe that the game has the potential to be as big as something like Call of Duty, because the bro, there's really not a game out there that does what Gears of War does.
Gear stands on its own.
Is its own unique game. Say what you want about the story mode and all that, but when it's a unique game that should be respected, in my opinion, one of the top franchises of them all, in my opinion.
So
I'm just saying.
when this trailer dropped, okay, at the time, Sir Bruvian was just now getting into the Gears franchise with his wife. He's playing it on stream and everything, right? One of his community members was the number 3 in the world when that game came out. And he's still pretty damn good to this day. And some of the things that he was doing against Bruv, I have never seen a player fucking do.
Yeah,
I have no doubt that if Gears of the War E-Day is as popular as any of the 5 previous games, including Judgment, including the Tactics version, including the
Judgment
Hive
was
Busters,
really
all of
bad.
them, all of
Judgment
them.
was really
It-
bad.
If it is better than
digress.
any of them, it
I
is
think-
going to be its own esport.
I think, yeah, no, it's gonna be on esport. That's what everybody's hype. It's gonna be esports. The thing with Judgment is like a lot of people were expecting a story, and it's just like straight up arcade type of Gears. You go into an arena, you battle people, you fight them, you just have fun with the game. That's it. It's just like an arena, a set of scenarios, right? That you go through with different difficulties and shit. That was the whole gist of the game. It wasn't supposed to be like it was
I was excited about Hive Busters actually.
Oh, High Buster is fire. Haven't you guys played that? But go ahead, go back to Gears 5 and play that.
I've only played a little bit of
hard.
it. I need to go back and play more.
Super. Well, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. At least some of the achievements doing the campaigns. Some achievement Gears of War doing the campaign.
I just
co-op.
want to see.
If you want to do it, let me know.
I'm really excited for that.
We can do community
Decay
game
3 is
night.
gonna be amazing.
Gears. We can do free for all. They got free for all 14 players. That's amazing. Bro, and I just can't wait. I'm super excited. I've been playing a lot of Gears. I've been killing shit online, bro. It's just such an exciting time to be an Xbox dude. And right here, look what I got. I got a surprise for you.
I
shout
mean,
out
if
to-
I could ever tear myself away from Minecraft and Magic and some of the other games that I'm playing, I'll actually finally get finished with Doom: The Dark Ages, and I'll get back on Gears.
Okay, if you got any doubts about Gears and the Gears franchise, shout out to my homeboy Hard Key, the wise one. This video has like over 100,000 views, and this is a reaction last year of Gears of War E-Day trailer, guys. Check it out.
Color and storage options across the Series A. Devices in our Xbox Pass our commit and implant hard at work on the after showcase ends. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 directing you inside Treyarch to the
Hold on,
direct.
we're gonna do a part. All right, let me
One
see.
more thing.
One more thing. Remember that? Remember that for this show. Check it out, bro. I'm getting goosebumps watching this shit. Bro.
Dude, I freaked out. I'm not even gonna lie. That was awesome.
Check it out, bro. This is crazy. I mean, the hype is real, bro. This is like right there in the showcase. That's so crazy, bro.
Yo, the Epic Games community has been talking about this game since Gears of War 1 came out.
Yep. It's just
Wanting
like,
a game that went this far back.
yep. And this is like the scale of Gears of War, people don't really understand because they don't remember, but it's huge. It's a big game, bro.
Its
This
story
is
is
real.
well.
Yeah, real AAA shit. Real AAA game. Like that's what I'm saying. It's one of the top franchises. It's literally the game that got me into Xbox, bro. Gears, not even Halo. It was Gears. That Gears of War poster on GameStop. I was like, what the fuck? I had to play this shit, bro.
Gears is probably my second favorite game from Xbox.
I love Halo more than Gears now, though, because it's
Halo
grown on me.
Reach.
Yeah.
I still got
Hey,
my
look at
Lancer and my
this
Retro
shit.
Lancer.
The emotional moments. And you can hear the people in the background going crazy now.
You know what the song that was playing when Dom showed up was?
I don't really know rock and roll like that, but what was it?
Mad World. Do you know? Have you played Gears 3's story?
Yeah, I have, of course. So yeah, there you
Remember
go.
when Dom pulled Dom in Gears 3? What song played?
I don't
Mad
remember
World?
the music like that in games, bro.
I do.
Very
Mad World
hardly.
was
Mad World
a-
is one of the iconic songs out of all of the Gears of War franchise.
It is legitimately this. It's the last song
It's-
you hear before Dom.
Yep.
Yeah,
Takes
but
himself.
don't spoil it. Don't spoil. Don't.
It's one of the single biggest songs that is ever in the Gears of War franchise.
Oh shit! Nice.
It's the
nice.
first song that introduced.
I'm actually-
Gears.
I'm actually replaying, right? all of them. I'm going back to right now. I got Ultimate Edition in there, and I had to finish the campaign in there again because I did finish the original. I have just played uh the Gears Ultimate Edition online. That's the most I did. I did a couple of chapters in the. And look, the one thing about the the Ultimate Edition version of Gears of War is that it's not cross-play with PC. So I'm going back and forth between one or the other one, and I realized that one campaign doesn't continue on the other one. That is a different save. It's not like the other ones. So that's one thing that they could fix with this one, right? And add more of the Xbox Play Everywhere thing, so that
Yeah.
you can play whatever the hell you want and whenever you want. Because sometimes I'm on the Xbox. Sometimes I'm on the PC. Sometimes I want to watch a YouTube video while I'm on the PC and play on the Xbox, and vice versa. So that's how I rock. So, anyways, man, super excited for Gears E Day. Could come in 2025. I don't think so. I think it's gonna come next year. But there is a possibility that it can happen, as Xbox has a lot of games to push out. So I don't know where it's gonna sit. Also, this is a year of Grand Theft Auto. Well, it was gonna be the year of Grand Theft Auto, so a lot of plans had changed right now because that space that Grand Theft Auto occupied is vacant now. Right, so the holidays are up for grabs. I think Xbox could go ahead and do something amazing and just drop it here. But at the same time, I would love for the PlayStation community and all of that to get accustomed to the Gear franchise, get introduced to the Gear franchise so that we can have a bigger launch for E-Day. I do want that game to be a success. I do. I believe that game is going to be a success, but I do want the game to succeed because how much I love the Gears series. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for E-Day? One thing is for sure, we're gonna see more E-Day on June now in the showcase. I think so that we're gonna see more. Maybe gameplay, multiplayer, something with the campaign. Maybe I think so. We're
For
gonna see
sure.
more.
I
They're
was
gonna
talking
show
with
us the
Chaos
weapons. They're
Lounge in
gonna show
his
us the
stream.
maps.
I was talking with Chaos Lounge in his stream the other day before he was tearing down his computer because he finally moved. He knows a few of the things. He got told a few of the teasers and trailers that are coming for June 8th. He doesn't know everything, but I've been trying to get him to spill the beans, and
Nah. I
he's
would.
not, and I
I'd
wouldn't expect him
rather.
to. But it's fun to
I'd
pester him.
rather. I'd rather that we just see it happening in real life than getting it
Oh,
spoiled.
absolutely.
We can. Okay, this is the thing. I think if you're on Twitter and social media and all of that, I would suggest it for like on Monday, starting Monday, like get off, like don't even
Yep,
be
yep.
around there.
Oh,
If you
there's
don't want
going to
to be
be leaks that
spoiled,
are going to come
yeah,
out.
there's gonna
I
be
know it.
leaks. Definitely, it's happening. People can keep their mouth shut these days.
Because I'm sure people like Iron Lord's podcast are gonna know.
Yeah, they know something.
Everybody who's going to the actual event is gonna know because they're gonna see things, posters, signs.
I'm hoping
Hey,
for State of Decay 3, damn it.
yeah, that's one that I'm
Yes,
hoping.
please.
And I'm still hoping and saying that the biggest blowout that's going to be shown is going to be Death Stranding 2, announced for PC and Xbox day one later in the month, along with the PlayStation release. That's the biggest thing that can be like an FU to the entire PlayStation fan base right now, because that's one of their only exclusive games that's even going to be remotely coming out for the PlayStation this year, aside from Lost Soul Side, which is not only a 10-year-old game, it's UE4 and it's not pushing anything. And it's coming on PC day one as well.
Guys, but I do have a surprise for you guys.
Hmm.
Do you guys see the shout out to Reps Gaming? He posted this. There's a big Halo announcement this year. Guys, check it out.
I think Halo Studios is saving their next big Halo announcement for the Halo World Championship in October. That concludes the information about the big Halo announcement. But there was one more thing the Halo Studios developer said to my source. She says Halo Infinite's fall update, which begins in about 3 months, will be big. So for my next video, I'm going to talk about some content that I know and
Okay.
is coming to Halo Infinite. So stay tuned for that. All right. Thank you so
Okay, so this is Reps Gaming. He's like a big Halo content creator. And what he's saying is that he spoke to some pro players that that were in the last Halo event. That obviously Halo Studios and Microsoft, Xbox is always there, and they spoke to some developers and they said that the next big Halo announcement is gonna go down in the Halo Championship Series that's going down in October. So expect Halo news, bro, as soon as October. I don't think it's gonna happen here in the showcase, or maybe they have a Halo announcement in the showcase, and then they have some other stuff going on because, as you know, Halo Studio is working on multiple Halo projects, and they've been doing this for a long time. For all of you guys who don't know, Halo Studios is still 343. All right. They just rebranded, but I'm pretty sure they have all the assets, they have all the things that they've been working on. And bro, I just put a smile on my face to be here and talking about like the possibility of a new Halo coming into play, Poppy. And it's gonna be fucking nuts. Can you imagine 2026 we get Halo and Gears and Forza in the same fucking year? Like,
Isn't
could
that
you
how it
imagine?
usually goes every other year?
Well, but I'm saying in the same year you get all three because we
Yeah.
know the new Forza is probably gonna show up here
And
right
let's
now.
not forget that Ponies paid premium top dollar for Forza, and Forza always goes away because the new one comes out and they lose the licenses for whatever reason to the old
Yep.
Forza
In a
games.
couple of years.
So, you
Yep.
know, it's going to be another game that they're going to have to fork over money for to buy. As far as this Halo announcement goes, I was surprised to hear that there might be something big for Halo Infinite. I mean, we know they're still working on the game,
Ugh.
and it's
Bad game.
come a long way. It's come a long way.
It's still a
Uh,
bad game.
I know Gara loves Halo, and you know
I
I'm
know
a big
Halo,
Halo
man. What are you
fan.
talking about?
I'm a big Halo
Fire,
fan.
man.
I know
Halo
you love
Infinite is
Halo.
fire.
Archangel
Hell
loves
yeah.
Halo,
Hell yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm waiting for that campaign.
We
update,
know
man.
that-
Give me more biomes.
we know that they're trying to work in some sort of a UE5 update for the next Halo, which I think I'm going to speculate. You know, this is just me thinking that Halo UE5 that they showed. I think that's going to be similar to the Oblivion remaster, where it's going to be the Slipstream engine overlaid with the UE5 engine, not completely moving away from the Slipstream. Because the Slipstream engine, let's face it, is great, especially for FPSs. And I believe, what is it, IdTech is working on it with them. So we know it's going to be fire.
Man. All I can say is I can't wait for a new Halo. I've been having fun with Infinite, but I think it's time for the game to move on. And wow, you never know because what if the new Halo Infinite update is fire? Because they had done a pretty good updates. I mean, I think last update was pretty fire. They added new missions to Firefight, and I thought it was great. I was having a great time with it. I think the campaign needs a little bit more love, maybe a new DLC, something to keep us engaged with Halo, bringing back the excitement to Halo so that we can wait for the next game. I think Halo CE is imminent. The remake that they're doing in Unreal Engine, I think that's probably for sure the one that's probably gonna happen for sure. And I do believe there's probably gonna be another Halo, big Halo, like a continuation of whatever the Infinite is right now, maybe after it or something. Um, it's gonna be later down the road. But I do believe that Halo has the potential to come back and be great again, bro. All they have to do is do it right, man. Don't fuck it up, bro. Don't do like with Halo Infinite. Now you understand that if you want to run a multiplayer game, and this is what I was talking about during my video yesterday or the day before yesterday is to like games are different now. Like the multiplayer, the Gears of War did in Gears 5, and the service that they gave to that multiplayer, it can't be the same that they do in 2026, 2025 when they release a new game because that's literally bad in these times. It was decent for the time, a decent amount of content for the time, but for now, it will be bad. You need something that happens every 2-3 months. Like you need seasons. You need events that go down weekly, and that's how you keep the players engaged. You need skins, you need collaborations. Like, I know people are gonna cry and be like, "Oh, you want to turn Gears of War into Fortnite?" No, but Doom Guy needs to be there. Master Chief needs to be there. I was just playing earlier with a Halo skin. I have the Halo Reach skin playing Gears. So I do believe that they need to do more shit like that. They need to do more stuff like that with the franchises and bring it over to Gears. Maybe we can even get a Captain America in the game or something wild like that. You know what I mean? That's just what I think and I believe that Gears should do. They should get on with the times and sort of like add seasons and a better live service, support for the game. The same thing goes for Halo. That what they did the first 6 months of the life of Halo Infinite that they did, like that can happen again. Like, I was happy because I was still, even though I was playing for in the same maps for like 6 months, I was still learning the game because it's not a simple game. And just because you play the same map twice doesn't mean that you know it and you know everything, all the like skill jumps and shit. Like you don't know shit. You think that you're bored, but you don't really know how to play the fucking thing yet. You're still dying over stupid shit. You just don't dominate the game. That's why pro players continue to engage Halo and they love fucking Halo. They be like, bro, and it's like they have to play this game every fucking day for hours, and they still do, and they love it. And then it's like, okay, so you don't have the same level of dedication that these pro players have, but like they see something in the game that has potential. So I do believe that Halo is just like Infinite was good, and I think it could have been better. Obviously, they fucked it up to an extent. And I do believe that the next Halo, they're going to fix a lot of the shit that they done. And I'm super optimistic for the new Halo and Gears. So I want to hear from you guys before I go on and on and on talking about this shit. Because I'll be talking about Halo and Gears for years. I could be like, for hours here talking about Halo and Gears. How do you guys feel about it? Are you guys excited for the news that I just, that I just broke in here? I'm going to start here with Archangel Nexus. What's up, bro? How you feeling about all of this, man?
So we're talking about Gears right now, right?
We're talking about everything.
Halo.
Gears, Halo, all that. Yeah.
I want them to expand the story and make it more exciting, and really bring home the storyline with these guys going after like the mantle of responsibility and shit like that. Like the complete Halo story hasn't really been brought into the fold just yet. I feel like if they add more biomes, like a snow biome, fire biome, like magma or something like that, like
it'll make it more exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll allow us to travel through the different biomes and do more missions and uncover more of the secrets of the Forerunners, such things like that, and the story of what happened before humanity was destroyed by all these by the Covenant and stuff like that. Like all of those stories from the Halo books of the origins of Halo, they need to bring more of that in there. So I think a campaign would be great. As far as Gears E-Day, man, oh god, I need that game in my veins. I needed it tomorrow. Feel me? Like tomorrow, get us that game.
And that's what I'm saying, guys. And that's what I put the link down there. Go ahead and join that server. If you want to get back on Gears, bro, look, this is what we do as a community. You want the game to come back, show Xbox, show that you're engaging with the game. Get these servers popping right now, bro. Get these servers fucking popping. Get off of fucking Twitter. Get off of fucking YouTube and shit. Get these fucking servers going, bro. Play Halo. Play Gears. Go back to these games. Bro, I promise you that if you haven't played Halo Infinite in months, because I know a lot of people call it shit, try it out. Download it and see what it's at right now. It's a totally different game. Totally. The content is insane. I think at some point I counted 70 maps. This was months ago. 70 fucking maps. I'm talking about this has been months ago. They added more shit. They added more more modes. They even added new weapons. They have a new shotgun that has a hammer in the front. They have a new assault rifle or something. I mean, go ahead and check it out. Check out these games, bro. If you really want these games to come out, go check it out, play, engage with them. What about you, Desire? Are you excited for Gears and Halo? How do you feel about it?
Well, we're going to start off with the negatives. I absolutely believe that 343 Studios, my bad, Halo Studios, can't make a single good Halo to save their fucking life. Yes, they can go back and fix it, but they can't make a good game. I'm getting sick and tired of every single game, me getting excited just to be fucking let down. Every single one has been terrible. It's getting worse and worse and worse by 343. Yes, they have updated Infinite, and it's a lot more playable than it was. I'm still going to take a back seat and just see from afar before I ever touched the game, because I gave Infinite, I gave 4, and I gave 5 all way too many chances.
Right.
Now,
I feel you.
now let's get into the actual good things. Well, there's one more negative I'm going to cover first. I think it's stupid that we're only getting Gears 1 instead of Gears 1 through 3 because we already have Gears 1 remastered. I think it should have been 1 through 3. That's just me. But if I had to say anything, I believe that the best thing is Gears E-Day. I am super excited for E-Day. I think E-Day is going to be the best game out of Gears in a long time. I'm ready for the story and pretty much everything.
I do believe that. I do believe it's gonna be, yeah, and I do agree to an extent with what you said about Halo, but it's just like, I mean, Halo fans, bro, they're a complicated bunch, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Halo fans don't know what they wanted. They don't want to sprint. I mean, when 2025, Halo fans don't want to sprint, don't want to slide. So, would they want Halo to be Counter Strike? You know what I'm saying? Halo got to do his own thing, and I think the they have to make more of them to develop their own formula. Bungie is not making Halo anymore, and we have to get that out our systems, and we are glad that they're not making it anymore.
That's
Because
true.
you imagine that Bungie would have still making Halo and stealing assets. Like,
No,
would you imagine the
I would
scandal? Because I mean,
I
they
would
did it
I
on the
would bitch and
PlayStation.
moan way more than I am already making fun.
Oh,
of
let's not forget they're already trying to
Yep.
go back and saying that Halo 1 had plagiarized content too.
Oh shit, that's terrible.
That's the new narrative. Bungie was always plagiarizing, so everything that they've ever touched must be plagiarized, going all the way
Nah,
back
I
to
don't
their
think so.
first big hit. Yeah,
I don't. I
yeah,
don't
no.
think so. I don't think so. I just think that they just got lazy. I just think that they got lazy and they just started stealing art. They run out of Steam.
They got
Um,
paid $1 trillion and stopped caring.
yep, I think so. No, but they did it even before. They did it even before it got acquired by Sony. They got a couple of complaints about it already. So, I mean, what I'm trying to say, man, is I'm optimistic for both games. And every time there's a new Halo and Gears, I think the whole gaming community, not only Xbox, I think everybody's partying because everybody's like, trying to see what the hell is going on because they're like, honestly, one of the biggest names in gaming. I mean, believe it or not, Halo, Gears, and Forza are like literally pillars of the gaming industry. Like whether people want to say that The Last of Us is better than the God of War is better and all of that, and they want to do a whole console war thing, y'all gotta admit these are big names that we're talking about. We're not talking about South of Midnight. We're not talking about Avowed. We're talking about like the goats, like multiplayer. Many people believe that these are the games that really like shaped multiplayer to be what it is today, you know? And I do have to agree with that. So I'm super excited for all these announcements. I can't wait to see what Halo is gonna do with the new Halo and the new approach. If they're gonna do like a spin-off, I don't know. Anything that they do, I'm excited because I'm gonna be playing it.
Just be as
Same
good as
things.
Reach, please. That's all I want. Please.
They can do that. They have to like drip feed you, bro. They're gonna have to give it to you little by little. The same with Gears. I know everybody's complaining they want the 3 games at once, but Xbox not gonna do that, bro. It's just not like wise for them to do it. It's good for you, and I totally agree with you that that's how they should do it. But like, would you imagine developing one game? Now imagine developing 3 games at the same time. All 3 games with their own multiplayers, all 3 games with their own communities. It's just
See,
gonna
the
be a
point
fucking
is
mess.
that they could just mix the fuck. All they would have
You
to do
can
is
do
just put
that.
them,
You
they
can do that.
listen to me. All they would have
Mhm.
to do is just put the maps together all in one foul giddy up, and then
Mm.
yes, you would have your stories.
It's not good because not every game had the same movement. Gears one movement was slower, this and that, and now you put a game the maps
Gears
from
Unlimited
the
movement
regional.
is the same as Gears 2 and 3.
No, it's different. It changes. It gets smoother with time. Gears 4 is crazy. It's one of the fastest one. Gears 5, they slow it down a little bit because everybody was like acting a fool with the ball bouncing. So I do believe that each game is its own, and the maps were like back in the day, they just didn't put maps in games like that. They actually did this methodically. They wanted to have asymmetric maps that that were balanced for each side of the the battle. So they, I know it's kind of hard to understand, but 3 multiplayer games is crazy at the same time with their own, like, trust me when I tell you this, like, it might look the same to you, but when like people who play this shit like online all the time and they be on it and they trying to go pro and they know the nooks and crannies, they will fucking notice and they will call it a mess. They wouldn't like it. So my opinion is like focus on doing one, do it well, show the world how great Gears of War is, and then do 2 and 3, and when time comes, that's it. I think so. I mean, I agree with you. I would love to have all 3 at the same time, but at the same time, is it possible? Like, I think they like overreaching at that point. It's too much at once. It's too fucking much. And they're gonna have to like remaster this from the Xbox 360. This is not not Xbox One games. It's all the way down to Xbox 360, 2 and 3. So it'll be extremely hard to get it going the same way. Because now what they're doing is that they're remastering what they did with the Ultimate Edition into our generation now. But they would have had to go back 2 generations and build all those assets. And it's crazy. It's not easy, bro. And it's a game that if it comes out and it has some errors and some issues, people are gonna rip it apart because people are super demanding with big games like this. So I just feel like they should go ahead and take their time, do what they do. It like we waited the long, right? We can wait the short. That's just how I feel. But yeah, I mean the excitement is there, bro. I can't wait. So yeah, guys, I think we're gonna close the show now. It's being real. We all gotta go. Shout out to Zena. I see you down there. Il Ray Tito, Falso, Cooper's Big Tim. I see you guys down there, man. I'm sorry that I couldn't get to chat, but the conversation got crazy. We got the Dark Angelic. We got Dave Reezy in the building, man. Thank you for coming through, all of you guys. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. That ninja in the building saying, look, Infinite is fire right now. I just got back on 2 weeks ago. Go ahead and check it out. What I'm saying is, bro, go ahead and join these communities. Embrace these games. Play the shit out of it, man. And that's it. That's it. More games will come. But I want to get on with the panel. What's up with you guys? I want to start with Archangel. What's going on with you? Oh, Power Boss, you got to go?
No.
Okay, I want to start with Archangel Nexus. What's up with you, man? Tell everybody what you've been doing and where they can find you.
I'm just chilling, fam. Yeah, I'm just over here chilling. I'm waiting for them to come fix my internet, actually. I'm going to be getting more games once that happens. These motherfuckers like to cut the wires and shit, so it is what it is.
Yeah, Pony sabotage. Got you. So Pony went ahead and beat your line, bro. Man, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you guys. What about you, Desire, man? How you been doing? I know you've been sleeping. You've been busy. You got new content. What is it so I can drop the link? Let me go ahead and get your last video, drop it in there so people.
All right, fine. I'll do that. It has Power Boss in it, actually.
Oh shit, he made it. Power Boss made it.
Playing Cards Against Humanity.
Has the greatest thumbnail I've ever made in my entire life, and I'm so proud.
It's funny.
Crazy.
It's funny.
Now, it was a funny one.
It was wild. It was a pretty fun time. We played like what 4 or 5 games, I think. It was pretty good.
4 or 5, maybe 6.
Let me see. Goddamn, I'm looking for your. Just put the link here.
While he's doing that,
he got it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and follow Sire, man. Go ahead and check out his last video. He's fire. I'm gonna check it out too.
Making salt content for tomorrow.
Oh, he's making salt content. So if you cooking ponies in the grill and you need that pony salt to to make it taste great, go over to Desire's
right now.
Tomorrow's is Nintendo, but
salt.
Tomorrow's Nintendo, but it has been. There is some Sony in the crock pot. I'm just gonna recook it. All right.
So Nintendo is releasing tomorrow. We haven't even speak about it. We don't care that much about it. Honestly, we're not really Nintendrons in here. We don't really play that much Nintendo. At least not me. I know Power Boss does, but not me. Yeah. Go ahead and line up for the release on Nintendo, man. Should be good. I mean, I hope you have fun with it. Wish the best to Nintendo and a great launch, and hopefully they can do better for you guys, right? Hopefully they can do better.
We'll see.
I ain't touching GTA. I'll tell you that.
You're not touching GTA?
Not GTA. Fucking Nintendo. I'm sorry.
I was like, what? You're not touching GTA? Oh my god. What about
I'm worried about GTA 2.
Yeah.
So you know me, I'm always playing games. Every time I'm online, if I'm playing something, it's usually something lazy like Magic, because I'm here in podcasts and chats and channels and on Discord. You can
Getting
always
ready for
find me
Minxie's
everywhere.
last channel.
I was just about to plug that. An hour after we finish here, Minxie one of the good old Salt streamers, is going to be streaming her last over on YouTube.
Drop her link.
I'll get her link and drop it in a second if you don't do it
Please.
for me, Desire.
I got it.
Okay. So everybody go out, support her. Cass is going to be there. Gara's going to be there. Klutzy's going to be there. Alex
I'm
will
gonna
probably
be
be
there
there.
I'm gonna be there.
Noah's going to be there. I'll be there.
Britt will probably be there.
We're all coming together to show some love, guys.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the least we can do.
She promises it's all for good reasons, and I have no doubt it is. It just still doesn't hurt any less that it's a matter of fact. Tonight, don't forget 7:30. Porter Rock, of all people, is going to have our fan favorite Josh the Editor on, and they're going to do a debate. And then following that, probably about 8:39, Salt Shaker's crew is going to be doing their local gameplay stream of the week. And then, of course, tomorrow night will be Alex. So, and then Sunday, Gara will be streaming. And Gara tomorrow afternoon will be doing, or Saturday afternoon, we'll be doing a community day as well. I don't know what he's planning yet.
And maybe I'm doing something Sunday evening.
And Desire is going to be streaming Sunday evening, and we got everything going on. So by all means, come out, show support. It's great communities, great fun. I'm a mod for most of them, so you guarantee that you can guarantee that most of the time I'll be in every single one of them. So by all means, I'll see you there if you come out. I just stop by every one of them.
Awesome.
And you can always find me on Discord if you want to keep up to date. I try to keep up to date as best I can on everything. I try to keep up with all the news, Twitter, games releases, everything. I like to pass around the information. That's just me. So by all means, show your support, play video games, have a good time. And
That's right.
yeah, I'm looking forward to E-Day myself. Like Desire, I was a little disappointed about Reloaded only being the first one instead of the collection of the original trilogy. However, E-Day is a prequel. And there's two things that I'm looking forward to seeing, like the Desire said again, the fall of all of the Gears of War before and bringing Dom back. I'm kind of hoping that they actually bridge between the beginning and the newer, later Gears games, because with the younger generation. I don't think they will, but it would be a nice thing because I know it's a prequel. And then as far as Halo goes, I'm excited to see the news for what they're bringing to Infinite and what they're bringing to the next Halo. Always looking forward to new gaming news. I'm still looking forward to Subnautica 2. Desire, I'm sure, is thrilled about that.
Let's play together.
And I'm looking forward to playing with whoever wants to.
I'm down.
By all means,
Gears. Download Gears and let's do high busters.
Support everybody. Even support Porter Rock. He's a pony.
Yeah, support
he's
him
not
too.
stupid.
Of course,
he's a good person. He's a good person, and
he's not stupid when he's not console warring, but when he's console warring, he's a moron.
Well, but like
he gets a lot of information wrong.
Console
like thinking that
right?
PlayStation games would never go to PC.
That was a funny one. I remember.
I do believe everybody here loves video games. It's just like sometimes people get rowdy in the conversations and people get excited and they say something like, "Oh, fuck Xbox" and all that. But it's like at the end of the day, they're gamers, bro. It's the same shit.
I will say,
like for banter.
I will say a lot of his community, not him himself, but his community, are about as bad as Reforge.
Oh, of course. Come on.
You mean Karen?
I have experienced that. Because you know me, I am not an Xbox dude. I'm not a PlayStation dude. I'm not a Nintendo. I'm not a PC dude. I play everywhere. If the game is good and it's worth playing, I will play it. And
that's how it should be, though.
And I was not fanboying over Xbox or PC when I was on his channel twice. And I was ignoring the chat because 90% of it was toxic. Oh, who is this guy? He's an Xbox shill. Get him out of here. Who is this guy? It was a bunch of that.
Yeah, I don't mind bringing people from other platforms in here that they like
absolutely.
other platforms and know. It don't matter to me. Just like, it's cool. Anyways, guys, go ahead and go to Minxie stream. Go show her some love, bro. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be playing Gears of War and watching her stream and listening to her stream or whatever. So I can't wait to see you guys down there. Hit that like button, subscribe, consider becoming a Demo Flow Gaming soldier. It is what it is. Go do whatever the hell you want. This weekend though is crazy. Okay, crazy. We're gonna have a lot of fun next weekend, guys. Starting Friday here on the channel, I'm gonna be streaming the show like with the guys as usual. But then right after, we're jumping right on the Summer Game Fest. We're gonna be streaming that here in the Demo Flow Gaming channel. We're gonna do that a whole weekend on Saturday. We have another show as well.
I don't know if the wife is working on Sunday for the actual show. It'll be about 2.5 hours, but if I can't be on here, then I will at least be in the chat.
All right, that's fine, Power Boss. But what I'm saying is on Sunday, I know Archangel is coming here with me. I'm probably going to have my brother-in-law join us and probably one of my other homies casually, joining the game, seeing a different perspective, right, on the show, talking about it. We're going to have a great time Sunday with the show. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, guys. Next week, I even asked for the days off. I'm here 24/7 streaming games for you, talking about it. It's gonna be madness next week, so I can't wait to do that for you guys. And I've been looking forward to this weekend for a long time. It's gonna be huge. Another thing, I'm gonna be tonight with Simone, Doodle, and Hargy, the wise one, in the night shift on Point for Gamers. Go ahead and follow and shout out to them boys, and obviously the girl Doodle. They are amazing. They're super cool people. I go with them and wild out. I have a great time.
I can't believe I almost forgot about them.
We get out of context all the time. So come over here, hang out. You probably know we have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Don't check us out. It's all for entertainment. So I can't wait to do all of that. So for now, I'll be back on Gears of War playing right now. I'm probably gonna be practicing my wall bouncing because I can't wait to spank these ponies. And then I'm gonna be on Minxie stream, supporting her and showing some love. And then at night, Simone, Doodle, and Hargy. Let's get it. I'll see you guys on the next one. It's your boy, Demo Flow, checking out. Yo, Chico boy. Yo, Chico. This it. Dale. Hey, go crazy, man. Shout out to the whole Xbox community. Shout out to the whole gaming community. Sony, PlayStation, Nintendo, Luna, whatever the hell you play, bro. We got you. Demo Flow Gaming. They say Black Ops Season Game Pass, yo. ABK be killing it. We so happy playing. The fanboys be hitting it. Ponies be so cynical. They rather pay the 70. They pay for PS Plus. That makes no sense to me. Xbox got no games. That's why they keep on telling me. Conquer DOA, I be green like a celery. You playing console sales, me and you are not the same. Shout out to the gamers that just care about the games. I got the Vault Edition, I can wait for Master Chief. Slide canceling on nuke, only movement is a shit. The quick scoping is back, the sniper clips be dope. You bought that PS Pro, cause somehow you gotta cope. For begging is your style, so keep bombing the reviews. All these Sony podcasts, they be scrambling for news. Xbox dead again, yeah, they do it for the click. Xbox be their fetish like a picture or some feet. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pizza is the pizza, but Sony is the best. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pizza is the pizza, but Sony is the best. I'm putting belt to ass, spanking ponies like the strippers. The saying FSR can't copy with the pizza. The 47-inch trash, I should throw away my ready to buy a PS Pro, but I'd rather cut my dick. It ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna switch to Sony. $70 for the game, and I have to deal with ponies. PS Pros is ass, they don't even when do they want? I gotta keep it real, ain't no need to be a fan. All the games copy, zero multiplayer. Sony PlayStation is designed for the player. $700 for an extra couple pixels, but can't do no 4K. For that you need the pixel. Xbox is so bad, you need a PS5. AK on the box, but it was all a lie. 60 FPS, but it's a blurry mess. The pixel is the pixel, but Sony is the best.